Hello, my twins and twinettes of Goalbound and Azure Latch. So, Azure Latch is still in flames, and some serious things have happened. General is blowing up this time for different reasons, and Goldbound is possibly healing? So firstly, let's talk about Azure Latch. I reached out to some mods, contributors, former staff, and the lead developer to get some more info on the situation. And firstly, I'd like to talk more about the whole situation of Emmy being money hungry and stuff. As a disclaimer, I'm not saying that any developer or staff team directly said any of this, and also don't harass Emmy or anyone else I mentioned in this video. So, although Azure Latch isn't directly pay to win, Emmy was considered money hungry mainly because although they basically built a lot of the infrastructure for the game in the beginning, they haven't really worked on the game in a long while and kind of just collected the profits from the game. Effectively doing what Crollo does. Make a game, build up a dev team, abandon the game, and then let it run on its own while you collect the profits. Now, the devs probably got fed up with Emmy not really doing anything with the game and kind of just sitting around doing nothing. So allegedly, they then sold it to Ball Studios, which is how we're here now. Allegedly without telling Emmy. In funnier news though, some guy made this dumbass bread bottle and charged the owner of Ball Studios 70,000 Robux for it. And the funniest thing about it is he didn't even commission it. Ollie Meister commissioned it, who doesn't even own the game anymore. And then, after basically stealing 70,000 Robux from Ball Studios' wallet, guess what this guy does? Just guess. He goes and gloats in chat about it, and then proceeds to post a picture of a Roblox character with his bare cheeks out. Like, what? As deserved, he immediately got banned after this and clowned general chat for like a good 2 hours. Sorry, I know it's not that funny that he genuinely got shelled out of that much money, but like, it's so stupid. Anyway, now let's talk about what happened with the dev team. So I originally thought that all the old dev team is gone. However, I learned that one of the lead developers, DCJ, is on the older side of the development team for Azure Latch, so some people are left at least. I tried to DM him about the situation, and I got completely aired. Like, he was talking in announcements in general and everything. I guess he just didn't want to talk to me or something. Because of that, some things I still don't know, like when's the next update, and how that whole transaction of Ball Studios acquisition went down, and the issues that the owner of Ball Studio talked about, that dealing with like Emmy and the transfer of the game. I have no clue, but probably the most insane news we've gotten recently. We've gotten a ton of new pieces of information from a contributor regarding the old dev and staff team, specifically Das. Now, before I get into it, I'm not going to tell you what to believe, and don't flame me for talking about this. I'm just going to tell you what each side said and give my best guess as to what happened. And also, do not harass any of these people. Big, bold, red text letters. Do not harass these people, okay? Good. So the claims go from a contributor named Distant that Das, and I guess the old management team in general, paid this contributor for some previous style animations with Shido. However, when they worked on the Ronaldo dev spec that they were obviously meant to get paid for, they never did. And when they did try to speak out, they kept getting banned from their respective servers, usually by Das himself. This is the official transaction history of the contributor, and as you can see, there are 0 payments from Azure Latch. So yeah, basically the claim is that Das was not paying Distant for his Ronaldo animations. Also, they claim that Das gave blacklisted people in Azure Latch, you know, people who did like terrible things and got banned, these dev specs against the original contributor's terms that they agreed on. Now, obviously I can't release this if it's a one-sided argument, so I got in contact with Das himself and he sent me this document, which is his whole side of the story. And after learning Das's side, it's even more complicated than I thought. This guy JX wanted to pay for the animations to have the dev spec. Then his payment to Distant was like delayed because Distant wanted the money now, but because of, you know, transferring with group funds and all that, it had to have taken at least like 1 or 2 weeks. So JX basically decided that he was going to pay him through another developer, specifically going to pay him through Upper Scoozy, specifically the 69k that he asked for in this screenshot. So it does clear that up because you can see that in the transaction history, Upper Scoozy did actually pay Distant that $69,000. But Distant claims that Das still needs to pay him for the quote-unquote other animations, and it's like a whole thing. But my takeaway is that Das is actually innocent in this case. Did Distant do anything wrong then? Well, it's hard to say because he did get the money they promised him, but he allegedly wasn't paid for all the other animations that he made. So I don't know, but it is being worked out with management, so yeah, it should be fine. In other news though, Left Right is back. Let's go, bro. Ever since Big Studios was filling up and all the old dev team was leaving, it was looking kind of bleak. But hopefully with Left Right being back, the game is going to be steered in a much better direction now. And also, Ball Studios is still trying to figure everything out while getting flamed in general. Well, they're getting like flamed really hard and glazed really hard. It's like a war. There's no in between. People either have absolutely full faith in what Ball Studios is doing, or they absolutely despise the corporate takeover. There's like no in between. And in general, it's still up in the air which direction this game is going to go. I mean, a lot of people are saying it's good, it's bad, and looking at the studio's very track record of games and microtransactions. I mean, some games they've actually done really well with, especially while keeping the free-to-play aspect in check. Some games they have absolutely mangled with microtransactions. So hopefully we get lucky on this one, I guess. As for Goalbound, since my last video, the server got completely nuked by an ex-staff giving access to everyone. Like, completely nuked. Like, you could talk in announcements, like, everyone had the admin role, it got renamed to, like, 6 different slurs. It was insane. Furthermore, one of the new owners made an announcement, possibly from my video and what the Wave 2s were saying, and he stated that he's not the main owner. He's one of the 8 main quote-unquote shareholders, which is kind of insane to say. Like, the average Roblox player does not want to hear that their game is being run by shareholders. Furthermore, he adds that a lot of quote-unquote shareholders have left the Discord due to negativity, which, once again, he probably shouldn't have disclosed that. I don't even know that my game is being run by shareholders. And to add though, change is not part of Dubig. He said so himself. So Goalbound is run off shareholders and has a ton of corporation assistance. However, it's not Dubig themselves. As for the rumor of the Goalbound devs leaving, deleting Nelisagi and Kaiser assets, and going to make their own game, that's kind of up in the air. I don't really know. But that's basically all that happened today. Today was an absolutely insane day. Hopefully we don't top it tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you want more content like this. I know my last one did well and I got a ton of attention, so maybe I'll do more like this. And yeah, that's about it. And also, DCJ, respond to my DM! I've been waiting!